Howdy folks, welcome back to Black Mountain. We're here on day 4 midwinter and we're moving some logs. We're going to be using the New Holland quite a bit. Get the logs staged. I've got a staging area here. The plan is to drag all those logs down here, get them butted up against supports for easy loading. As you can see, I've been busy. I'm cutting lots of trees. I've taken, I think, 2 or 3 loads down since the last episode. I had quite a big pile. I went about out to where the tractor is over here. I'm going to do the same thing over there. Then we've got pretty decent sized field area opened up here. I'm going to leave quite a few trees, as many as I can there on that hill. I'm not going to farm the steep part. And then up on top of this plateau, let's take a little jog over here. So I might take out 1 or 2 more of these trees, but I'm going to try to leave as many trees as I can here. And then we'll clear out this kind of flat area here a little more for a field. So we'll have kind of one big, almost C-shaped field down there, and then another smaller one up here. Although it's not too small, we've got decent size. And then probably the rest is just going to stay timber. We've got a bunch of dead trees here. I might clear those out, plant some new ones. Oh, I'm not sure you can plant on this map because it has so many trees. I might have to look into that. But the rest of this is super hilly, so it's just going to be, you know, timberland. So that is the plan. We got the, let's take a look at the bank. We got the loan paid down to 20 grand. So basically, one more load and the land is paid for. Now I still do need to buy a harvester. So, plenty more money to be made and spent. But for right now, I'm going to get all these logs scooped down there, winched down there, pushed up against the support. And then probably around noon or so, I might do some chores. The cows are getting a little low on stuff. They're not doing too bad though. Speaking of cows, let's take a quick look here. We're down to half a year. So she's coming along nicely, but the health is up to 93%, so they're doing well. I've been keeping on top of the water, straw, and the food. I'm kind of starting to wonder if you need straw in winter for health. It seemed like the health really shot up once I did straw. Could have been a coincidence, I'm not sure. And the boys are up to 1,400 pounds, so I need to keep an eye on them. I'm not sure when the best time to sell is. And the youngins are up over 1,000 pounds now, so they're growing like crazy. So yeah, cows are doing good. We got nice weather for today, Thursday, and Friday. And then I think even into Saturday it's not going to be too bad. So we got a pretty good chance of some rain / snow showers on Sunday. For some reason it warms up. Would have been on Sunday. And back down, and maybe some more snow next Tuesday, but no snow here hopefully for the next 2 or 3 days, and we can get all these logs worked up. Speaking of logs, we're going to get some pulled over. I like this little Fiat / New Holland. It's a great little mod. But what I discovered using the logging winch is it plays the track squeak sounds with the motor sound. Those aren't like a separate sound. So you hear squeaking tracks when you're using the logging winch. But, you know, it is what it is. Not a huge deal. Just kind of funny. I don't think there is like a separate sound category for wheels. Or if there is, they didn't use it. Might have had to use a script or something to make that happen. So the squeak is just part of the engine sound. So anytime the engine revs up, even if you're like mixing TMR or something, you're going to get squeaky tracks. I was hoping those would hold that in place and I could swivel this around so it wouldn't hit on those, and that worked out nicely. So what I've been doing is kind of winching these over and then shoving them down against there. So we'll try that out. These kind of dancing a little bit. Sometimes farm sim physics works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. Somebody in the comments a couple videos ago was wanting to see more of the tracked tractor, so here you go. This is your episode. We're going to be using this pretty much exclusively. We're going to just be moving logs around, I think. That's all this episode's going to be, because there's plenty of it to be done. No, no, no. There's a case where the collision doesn't line up with the visuals. Alright, fine. I'll have to ignore that. Well, let's see if we can get these pushed around and down. It's a little tricky sometimes with the log physics being what it is. I've done a little tweaking on this, trying to get the steering to be less sensitive, and so far I haven't had too much luck. Part of the problem is the wheels are just so close together. But I did play around a little bit with the steering setup. So it's not quite as sensitive. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to get caught up there. That's all right. We'll get these shoved down, then I'll pull them over sideways. So it's a little bit of a process, but then it works much nicer to load because you've got that support there to push against. So now we can just chain these all up. Pull them over somewhat in line. Kind of lined up. Then we should be able to shove them back in there, hopefully. Get approximately in the middle. Oh, we're hung up on that. I didn't see that guy. Alright, we're going to have to pull him out of there. I got to get a stump grinder over here, too. It's getting kind of almost like a minefield driving through here. Pull this guy out. We'll end up pulling him back. For now, we'll just set him right there. So I'm trying to think if there's any other... I don't think there's any other news, really, on the farm. Cows are doing well, like we saw. Getting the land cleared. I haven't bought any equipment this winter. It's a little hard to get down to town. I actually struggled that last load getting back up the mountain. No trouble going down the mountain, of course, but getting back up the mountain, I got stuck a few times. Had to kind of really work the old John Deere getting loose. So I've considered pulling them down with the New Holland. It'd just be a lot slower. So we'll see. If we get any more snow, I don't think using the John Deere is going to be viable anymore. Being two-wheel drive, it just can't handle some of those hills getting back up the mountain. So we just got to be cognizant of that. You, and then there's one back under there. Can I get you? There we go. This is being a little more fiddly than it usually is. I'm not sure why the logs are all dancing today. It's weird. Swing right around. Ah, shoot. I was trying to miss that stump and then I ran over it. Alright, let's get some more logs down here. Whee! This thing is pretty fun to drive. It can really turn on a dime. Not sure where the end of that is. There it is. That's one of those toothpick trees. Oops, let's get you guys. So just try to get him up in a clump, and it's a little tricky getting this guy. Try to get 4, 5, or 6, and then we can drag him down. And I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen when I tug on this guy. Okay, let's actually probably make more sense to pull from this end. Just lever that around. Beautiful. Whoa! To walk and winch, you gotta hold down like 3 keys at a time. It's a little tricky. Alright, I think I'll call that good. So let's get that guy, that guy. Come on. That guy, and that guy. And you. Oops, no, we're already up. Getting the right gear. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Come on, I forgot to turn the winch on. The clue was in the message. Something like that. Guess I'm not sure I can get a chain on that. Let's push from this end. Sometimes this is a little bit fiddly, but it should pay off when it's easier to load. Now that's dragging those because it's under. Now you did it. Good job. Alright, we're going to call that good before I mess it up even more. Actually, I think my cable will reach. So you can just winch her right down to here. Winch on. See if we can drag these down to position. Of course, IRL, you wouldn't want to stand here where the cable could kill you, but it's just a video game. Five logs handles easily enough. Unless we get stuck on something. Alright, if we find the main one, we'll undo them all. Beautiful. There's that stump again. Found it. So I want to get as close to the middle as I can. Wind up square. Yeah, something like that. Make sure you turn the wrong way, that helps. Alright. Call that good, although we'll give a little... Whoa! Give another little shove on it. This thing is so sensitive. Yeah, shoot. See if I can fix that a little bit. There we go. Alright, you drop. Enough. Alright, there's even more logs up here. Like I said, I've been busy. Pretty darn busy. Might be better off hooking up here and dragging down. So we'll grab you. I think at 17 those little sharp points made it worth less. I don't know if that's still the idea or not. I don't like the way those logs bounce. I think it's because of the snow. Maybe they don't really know how to handle the snow. Another dead tree. Alright, how about you, tree? Can we get you down there? A little bit of a hard pull. It's against a stump and underneath another log. The logging winch gets her done, though. What about this guy? Can we get him turned around? Beautiful. Really like this winch. I know in 17 I had it on my on the Land Rover. I don't know what else in 19 has the winch. I'm sure somebody's done something with it. I was thinking somebody told me in one of my streams about something with a winch. I don't remember what it was. If that was you, let me know in the comments below. Let's run over that log. Something like that. Straighten her up. There we go. I think I'll call that good enough. Alrighty, we run about 20 minutes, so I think I'll call it quits for this episode. I'm going to keep cleaning up logs, and we've still got a few around to get cut up. But I think we've got probably at least I'm gonna say about 6 more loads. So I think we're gonna be in pretty good shape cash wise, as long as we don't get snowed out. But it looks like we got at least a couple working days here to go. So I'm just gonna keep taking care of the cows. So far we do have plenty of TMR, and I haven't checked the silage, but it should be about done. And we got all that hay in the barn, so I think we're in good shape. Knock on wood. We'll see how it goes, and we're gonna try a little row cropping, maybe some cereal. Probably start with wheat, and we'll see how that goes. We'll work on getting a harvester. We got all the way till next fall before we have to worry about a harvester. So, I want to get back to logging. Appreciate you hanging out as always, and I'll catch you next time.